Ladies and gentlemen, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, without doing a further delay, let's drink some water. Sorry for it, but it's very important. Okay, so I will not reveal the title now, but you will get what will be the title when we go through this thing, this speech. So, first of all, let me start with a small scene as we always do, that many of you may experienced. You sit in front of the Windows laptop and say to OpenClaw. I think you all know about what really OpenClaw means because it is one of the most viral and most used AI things right now. Trend in 2026 especially. So you say OpenClaw to open Notepad. Instead of opening instantly, it replies, you need to create a tool for this. You need to create a tool for this. Or please define the parcel command. And you think, wait, I thought this was automation. Why am I writing code? That moment of that moment of sorry, that moment of confusion actually is the key to understanding how truly OpenClaw works. Today, I am going to explain clearly how OpenClaw works, what is happening behind the scene, why it sometimes asks you to define tools, what skills really means in OpenClaw, and how this becomes powerful automation for multi-step tasks on Windows and even on the web. So let us begin with big data. OpenGlow is not just a chatbot that talks. It's an AI system that can detect. It is an AI system that can act. It can interact with your computer. It can open. It can open apps, press keys, clicks button, navigate websites, execute workflows. But it doesn't do this magically. It does it to structure. So when you give commands like open settings or turn on Bluetooth, OpenClaw doesn't see it as one big sentence. It breaks it down into steps. Press window key, type setting, press enter, locate Bluetooth, toggle it on. The breakdown is essential. Automation always works step by step. Now, here is where tools and skills come in. A skill is a predefined capabilities. Think of it like a building block. For example, open application, click button, type text, navigate to website, extract text from page. Each skills perform a specific action. When multiple skills are combined, they form a workflow. For example, if you say open YouTube and check Mr. V's subscriber count, what is this is what happens internally. It launches the browser. Go to youtube.com. So click the search bar, type Mr. Beast, open official channel, find the subscriber number, and extract and display it. Each of these is either a skill, system skill, or a web automation skill. For web automation, OpenClaw interacts with the structure of web page, known as the DOM. It identifies button, search bar, and text field programmatically. It is not random moving the mouse. It is interacting with the page intelligently. Now, let us come back to the confusing part. Why does OpenClaw sometimes ask you to define a tool or write a PowerShell command to open Notepad? The answer is safety and control. Your operating system is sensitive. If AI could freely run any system commands, it could delete files, change settings, or install unauthorized programs. That would be risky. So OpenClaw requires predefined tools that define what is allowed. So when you create the tools that know that runs start process notepad, you are basically saying when I request notepad, execute this safe command. You are building the bridge between the language and execution. Think of it like a training new assistant. On the first day, you explain how to open a particular cabinet. After that, the assistant does it instantly every time. The first explanation is like defining a tool. After that, it becomes true automation. So the workflow becomes you give natural language. OpenClaw understand your intent. It matches your intent to define tools. The tool executes system level commands, and that is structured automation. Now, let us talk about multi step task. Imagine every day you go do this. Create a folder on desktop, open Notepad, write today's date, save the file inside that folder. Manually, that takes time. With OpenClaw, once you define the necessary tools, you can say create a folder called report, open Notepad, write today's date, and save it here. OpenClaw calls the folder creation tools. The Notepad tool simulates typing and calls the save tool. It orchestrates something like a conductor leading musician. This is modular automation. Each tool is separate. Together, they form a complete process. Now, here is the powerful part. The first time you invest effort defining tools, after that, repetition disappears. You stop clicking. You stop repeating same step. You design once and execute after time. This is digital leverage. Instead of being limited to typing and clicking manually, you create reusable workflows. Whether it is opening settings, generating reports, navigating YouTube, or automating browser tasks, the logic remains the same. Language understanding plus skills plus control execution equals action based AI. OpenClaw represents a shift from AI that can only talk to open the door to the AI that acts actually. It doesn't guess. It is a random experiment. It follows structured steps using predefined tools. The structure is not weakness. It is the foundation of safe and scalable automation. So when OpenClaw asks you to create a tool or define a PowerShell command, it is not failing. It is asking you to define the rules of engagement with system. Once the rule exists, everything becomes faster, cleaner, and repetitive. You think it executes, and that is the real power behind OpenClaw. That is the real power behind OpenClaw. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you really understand about how the OpenClaw, the new chatbot that works actually, that acts actually work. What is the structure? What is the architecture behind it? And how really it is automating things. I think you got all the points about it. So I will be meeting you in the next one. Till then, I'm Azra Bros and signing off. Bye.